Hey everyone, it's your Allfather, Bay Odin, back with another quick guide on one of these dungeons. Today we're going to be doing Wastelands. For those of you who don't care about any of this, there will be a extremely quick TLDR all the way at the end of the video. You're free to watch it. No fluff, nothing like that. Bullet points, mechanics, done. I know some of you may be thinking that this is the hardest dungeon there is because of the last boss. I think that my last video on the slaughter dungeon was probably harder mechanically than this one, and hopefully this video will kind of cover why it's really not that bad. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. So this dungeon is really pretty empty. There's not much going on. It's just sand and mountains and dirt. You barely got any trash mobs in between. The only thing you gotta watch out for while making your way through this garbage is these golden yellow cracks on the ground. They will stun and deal a lot of damage, and the range on them is bigger than what it may look like. So don't try to skirt their edges, stay decently far away from them. Coming into the first mini boss's room, you will see this glowing purple orb in the center. Clicking on that orb will spawn 2 ad monsters. They're not a big deal, just focus on one and then the other, and they're about as easy as all the trash that's in this dungeon. Once you kill them, the boss will then spawn in the center of the room. Now, what this boss will show you is the cracked golden tiles that we've been dodging this entire time. He's going to go ahead and suck the entire party into the center room and disappear. He will spawn all of these golden cracks around the center, and your job is to run around them to the outside, because he's going to be radiating a purple AoE from the center out. If you step on one of those or don't make it out in time, it will kill you. The second thing he'll do is, once that is over, he will then spawn these purple circle lightning puddles in the arena as well. So on your way back into the center to fight him again, make sure you're not running into those. And that is the first mini boss down. Pretty easy and simple. After that fight, we're just going to head up this hill and continue to enjoy our nice Tatooine scenery, because who doesn't love a sand planet? We're eventually going to make our way to the second arena. It looks exactly the same. It has the purple orb in the center. You click on it, it spawns 2 ads. Again, focus one down, then the other. No issue here whatsoever. The mechanic for this boss is going to be similar to the first one. When he does suck the entire party in the center, don't immediately run out. Wait for the golden boxes to come up. In this one, he'll make 2 boxes, one in the center, one in the outside, and then every side of the box will have a purple orb you have to click on to turn off the golden line on that side, which will let you walk through it. So for this fight, just designate where you guys are gonna go. I recommend just saying, hey, we're gonna go the same direction we came into the arena from. That way everybody's on the same page, because just like the first one, he will radiate that AoE from the center out, and if you don't make it in time, you will die. And also, just like the first one, on your way back in, he will throw down those electric circles. Once you kill the mini boss, you want to turn around and head out the way you came in, and then you take a right past these gates near that res marker, and that's the way to the last boss. Following that path will take you to the campfire. You can also jump off the ledge right here and fly to get this codex book that's on the ledge of the Colosseum. And here we have the boss, this squid from the Upside Down. So this guy has a couple of mechanics. He really only has 2 big ones that you got to pay attention to, and then the other ones are more minor. The minor ones are, of course, the shrinking purple ring around him. They have to press Q to dodge. That one does a lot of damage. Please try to avoid that for the sake of your healers. Another one is the purple circles he will leave underneath players' feet. Just avoid those so you don't take unnecessary damage. And then the other thing he'll do is a frontal kind of purple cone spit towards where the tank is, and that will put a damage up debuff, a red square that will increase the damage of whoever got hit by it. Now, as a healer, you can cleanse these with some bow skills and some wand skills, and I'll show those skills and their specializations on screen. It's recommended you cleanse this. While it won't just flat out kill your tank, it will make healing a bit harder. Going over the big mechanics, the first one is going to be the line smoke that the boss does. He will target, now in my opinion, doing this dungeon multiple times, it is based off of some multiple factors, threat being one, but mostly it appears to be from range. We've had 3 melee in the group, and it was going between the tank or any of the 2 other melee at any given time, and it was never going on the range. But then we've had a range step into melee, and they started getting picked by it. So I honestly do believe that it is primarily off of distance, and then followed by the threat of the boss. What this ability will do is he will mark the designated target with this purple light on their body, and then after a couple of seconds, he will go and channel this cone that will leave a smoke trail as he follows where that targeted person is moving. And that entire area will be covered in smoke that deals a bunch of damage, so you don't want to get hit by this. To solve this mechanic the correct way, you would click on these demonic horns at the end of those yellow trails that split the room, and it would turn off that trail, allowing your tank to walk into a new segment, avoiding that purple smoke and being safe. This will cause the tank to move into your segment of the circle, so what you want is a different person on the opposite side to hit that marker, just like right there, so you can move over one as a group. And essentially the fight turns into repeating that. The boss will target a player with that marker. He will go ahead and start vomiting purple smoke. You have a player click the demonic horn. It turns off the yellow line, and then the designated player slowly rotates the boss into your selected direction. A tip for tanks on when to start moving: when the boss hunches over and starts glowing purple, he will then cast that smoke beam blast, and that's when you start moving. I'll have a picture on screen of what he looks like when he's about to actually start using that ability. Second mechanic he does is he will target the furthest player away and put a red orb above their head. What this orb does after it goes away, it'll drop a black hole under their feet, and it will suck anyone in, dealing damage over time and slowing them. The best way to solve this is whoever is furthest away, if you can designate one person to always bait that, you can try, and then just have them walk all the way to the back of the arena. Try not to step on those yellow lights. You will get stunned and you'll die. Wait until that red marker goes away, and then run back to the center towards the group. You don't have to wait until the black hole appears. As soon as that icon is gone from the top of your head, you can leave. Now, if you do get stuck in the black hole for whatever reason, you can shapeshift and slowly make your way out of it. It won't instantly kill you, and your healer can try to keep you topped off as you run out of it. When the boss hits 50% HP or less, he will instead put out 2 of those black hole debuffs. You can solve it the same way. Try not to overlap them, as it may get hard to heal somebody if they do get stuck in 2 of them. For the purple marker with the purple smoke, he will do this back to back, so keep an eye out for that, and make sure you're on point clicking those demonic horns, as they do have a cooldown on how fast you can click them. If you click them too late, even though you might save your tank and have them move, you might not be able to open them in time to move the entire group. So keep that in mind. That will be the legitimate way to actually do this fight. Next, we're going to go over how to do the cheese way. The first way I don't like. It involves sacrificing your tank on that 50% or less second wave of smoke. If your DPS is fast enough, you can let them die and kill the boss before he does that smoke mechanic again. I don't like this. I wouldn't recommend it. The good cheese method is to have your tank equip a dagger as their offhand weapon, giving them access to that shadow step ability to teleport behind the target. And when the boss starts doing its smoke attack, they can teleport to the other open slice, the segment that no one else is in, and then the boss will just twist towards that side, and that's it. They don't actually have to move. You don't have to click any of the demonic horns or any of that. It'll dodge the entire mechanic. Best part, the cooldown is so short that when the boss gets below 50% HP and he does that back to back, you can just do the same skill and teleport back to the other side, and you avoided the entire mechanic. First boss pulls you in, run out, avoid the yellow areas, run back in, avoid the purple circles. Second boss pulls you in, wait, yellow squares pop up, pick a side, click the purple orb, walk through, click the purple orb on the second one, walk through, wait for explosion, run back in. Last boss, use the demonic horns on the outside to take down the yellow gates. The red circle will drop a black hole AoE. When somebody gets it, carry it to the outside. The closest player will be marked by a purple light. Make sure that you're on one side of the yellow gate. Boss will spit out poison acid at you. Move clockwise with it. Have somebody bring down the yellow gate. Move into that segment. Rinse and repeat. When the boss gets below 50% health, he'll double up on the mechanics. There'll be 2 red black holes. And then he will do the purple acid back to back. For the closest player, if they're a tank, they can equip a dagger offhand and use the shadow step teleport behind target skill to avoid the entire smoke mechanic entirely. And there we go, everyone, a quick guide on how to do Wasteland. If you did like it, make sure to leave a comment, let me know. If you enjoyed that quick TLDR section I added at the end, I'm just trying something out, let me know as well. That way I can keep doing it or not doing it. And as always, this was Fate. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope everyone has a great day.